Good morning. My name is Sonny. I'm the Ohio Valley Regional Sales Manager for EWC Controls. I'm here today at Robertson Heating Supply to talk about forced air zoning with EWC Controls. To talk about the individual products that make up a zone system, you have our dampers, which is our round URD, our rectangle ND, and our retrofit slip-in damper called the SID. The other component is your zone control boards. Robertson's stocks mostly the NCM 300, which will be transitioning from that to the NCM 3Z as of April 1st. We also stock the BM Plus 3000 for more of your dual fuel systems and systems that require more than 3 zones. We also have a new product out that is in high demand. It replaces a bypass should you need to zone and don't have room for a bypass. This product is called our DAPC, Distributed Air Pressure Controller. It works in conjunction with the zone board, and we will monitor real-time static pressure, and we will float the non-calling zones toward the open position to monitor or to relieve the excess static pressure down to what you have set on the DAPC. So let's take a look at individual features and benefits of the EWC dampers. First and foremost, it is a Belimo actuator, a 3-wire power open, power closed damper actuator with 18 inch-pounds of torque. You have a manual gear release, which no one else in the industry has, and 18 inch-pounds of torque is nearly 4 times stronger than anyone else in the industry. Another glaring feature is the ability to tell if your damper is open and closed from a long distance away, and we do that by true position LED indicators that you can see up to 80 feet depending on how dark the space is. Another nice feature that a lot of contractors really love is the ability to put multiple dampers on a system, and we do this by our damper only draws 1.5 VA per damper, allowing up to 20 dampers on a 40 VA transformer if nothing else is hooked to it. Obviously, you're going to hook other things like a control panel to that dedicated transformer. One of the other nice features that we put on here is the minimum open, minimum close stops, allowing you to manually set some bleed on each damper. We make this round damper in 4 through 20 inch. You have a male and female end. Now looking at the rectangle dampers, we have the same actuator drawing exactly the same amount, having the same features and benefits as the round damper. We make our rectangle dampers out of extruded aluminum at 0.08 extruded aluminum thickness. It's a very strong, robust damper, and we make this 8x6 through 30x30, and contractors can order special sizes, and we can make that in 3 days from receipt of order from Robertson's. Very nice feature when contractors run into oddball size duct systems. Moving along to the retrofit damper. This damper has really rejuvenated the retrofit zoning market. With the ability to cut just a minor slot in the side of the ductwork, you can slide this in, and you now have a dampered system for about 40% less than the cost of a true sleeved male and female end URD damper. This only takes about 3 minutes to install, and when you daisy chain several dampers together, you can isolate upstairs from downstairs, making it very easy to zone out a already existing duct system. Moving on to the control panels, this being the BM Plus 3000 this is our most widely sold zone board, mainly because it will do so many different jobs when a contractor gets to the job site. It will handle anything up to 3 stages of heat, 2 stages of cooling, and dual fuel on board with heat pump as well. As you're looking at it, is 2 to 3 zones, but we can expand it up to 7 zones with additional add-a-zone boards. This board will do probably 95% of any job you walk into. Moving along, the DAPC, as I stated before, is one of those new panels that we just brought out in the summer of 2023. In the event that you need to zone a system and you don't have room for a bypass, this is where this really shines. You're going to connect pitot tubes from the built-in digital manometer to your supply and your return ductwork. You wire in conjunction, you bring power to this board from the zone board, and it can be anybody's zone board. The key is the dampers have to be EWC, URD, ND, or SID dampers. We cannot use 2-wire spring return dampers of any sort, of any brand, of any manufacturer. Once you have the dampers installed, you will set a set point of your static pressure, and you will tell the board which zones you want to float, and at that point, when the static pressure goes above your set point, we will float our non-calling zones, or the zones that you have designated to float. We will float those zones as much or as little as needed to keep it below the static pressure that you have set in here. NCM 300, as I stated before, the NCM 300 will be transitioning over the next 4 to 6 months to the NCM 3Z. We will actually start selling that April 1st. In addition to the BM Plus 3000, the NCM 300 will be transitioning from the NCM 300 to the NCM 3Z. It still will have the same 2 heat, 1 cool heat pump applications or capabilities. In addition to that, though, we have added a couple new features that are very nice for the contractor. That being adding safety interlock terminal blocks that the contractor can wire in a safety switch for A2L flammable refrigerants, or a wet switch, or something of that nature. The other feature that we have added is the ability to handle fresh air applications when only 2 zones are being occupied on the zone board. That wraps up a quick overview of EWC controls. If you should have any questions, you can always call our tech department at 800-446-3110 or contact your Robertson Heating Supply Territory Manager for any questions or pricing. Thank you.